The freedom to criticize governments is a cornerstone of democratic societies. However, this right is facing a growing threat. Criticizing the actions of the Israeli government is increasingly being equated with anti-Semitism. This conflation is dangerous and undermines open discourse. It creates a chilling effect on free speech. Many individuals and organizations are raising concerns. They argue that legitimate criticism of Israeli policies is being silenced. This silencing occurs through accusations of anti-Semitism. This tactic aims to shut down debate and demonize dissent. The conflation of criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism has far-reaching consequences. It stifles academic freedom. It limits artistic expression. It undermines the pursuit of justice and human rights for all. It is imperative to distinguish between these two distinct issues. We must protect the right to criticize governments without facing unfounded accusations. The Anti-Semitism Awareness Act, while framed as a measure to combat anti-Semitism, has raised serious concerns about its potential to stifle free speech. The act seeks to codify the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance's IHRA definition of anti-Semitism into U.S. law. However, critics argue that this definition is overly broad and conflates criticism of Israeli government policies with anti-Semitism. This conflation has led to a chilling effect on free speech, particularly on college campuses, where students and faculty are hesitant to express their views on Israeli policies for fear of being labeled anti-Semitic. This stifles academic freedom and open dialogue. Thankfully, amendments have been introduced to protect First Amendment rights. These amendments, proposed by individuals like Senator Bernie Sanders, aim to ensure that criticism of Israel is not unjustly silenced. These amendments are crucial to safeguarding free speech and ensuring that the act is not used to suppress legitimate dissent. The attempt to silence criticism of Israel through accusations of anti-Semitism is not an isolated incident. It is part of a larger pattern of suppressing dissent and marginalizing communities fighting for justice. We see this pattern in the dismantling of diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. These initiatives, designed to address systemic racism and promote equality, are being targeted and dismantled. This dismantling is part of a backlash against the progress made by marginalized communities. It aims to silence discussions about race and inequality. The connection between these seemingly disparate issues is clear. Both situations involve attempts to silence dissent and maintain the status quo. Both situations target marginalized communities and their allies who dare to challenge injustice. It is imperative to recognize these connections and stand in solidarity with all those facing oppression. Despite these attempts to silence dissent, hope remains. The tactics being used to suppress free speech and social justice movements are becoming increasingly transparent. People are recognizing the hypocrisy and the attempts to manipulate public discourse. The Black community in particular is acutely aware of the ongoing injustices and the attempts to silence their voices. Their resilience, their unwavering commitment to justice, serves as an inspiration to all who strive for a more equitable world. The struggle for justice requires solidarity. We must stand together, amplify marginalized voices, and challenge attempts to silence dissent. We must recognize that an attack on one is an attack on all. By working together, we can create a world where all voices are heard and justice prevails.